Today we're talking Chasing Destiny, Episode 2, Two Left Feet. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
It's all about the shoulders of this one. You gotta do, this is my chair dance here at AfterBuzz.
My hips are moving, but y'all can't see them though.
What up, AfterBuzz? This is your boy DJ Jesse Janedy here in studio for the Chasing Destiny AfterBuzz TV After Show. I'm joined in studio by Miss DJ Niena Drake.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, your lipstick popping.
No, thank you.
You know what I mean? And it's matching DJ Richie Scott.
Here we go. Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
I'm ready, but I don't know if they was ready. Like, some of these people, I was looking at, Kelly was looking at them like, I ain't your mom.
Right.
So, episode 2, are we still in love?
More in love.
I'm happy. I'm happy with the progress.
Okay.
I'm happy with the progress. I think it's a good show.
I do too. And one thing, we watched it with another person. They came across and basically coming off and saying, I love that the show is positive. And even though the title is called Two Left Feet, they didn't really call anybody out. It wasn't like...
But it was my boo.
You know, they did it. And they, you know what I mean? Like, to a certain extent, they didn't drag no one through the mud.
They didn't. And they
Everyone could have a career after this if they needed to.
Well, I don't know.
In something.
I need to see some of them later.
Some could be lounge singers. Some could just be dancers.
Some could just be singers.
Background singers.
There's a way to give constructive criticism, and thankfully, Kelly and Frank be pow pow.
Listen, Frank was like, "Don't ask me no stupid questions."
Frank do not have time to waste with y'all. He's playing no games.
He's not playing.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly is like the mama bird flying in to save the day. Like, you know what? I don't believe that there are no stupid questions, honey. You ask us questions, and I don't care if you have 2 left feet. I still love you, boo, because you can sing. Like that's Kelly, and I love her for that.
What Kelly tell Kyla? Just walk your ass off, even if you don't remember the steps. Just
but she
walk
came
your
out
ass.
there and she was moving a little something, wasn't she?
A little
yes, I think we should get into
something.
it.
I mean, because you look at it, it's like Michelle. At the end of the day, you know, Michelle was a little stiffer when she first started, but then Michelle was keeping up. She popped up out that thing and she got her stance.
Some people,
she fell down, she got right back up and kept on going. You know what I'm saying?
Some people need a little bit of help.
Yeah.
Some people got all the right functions and things going on in their body to move right. Some people need somebody to be catapulted out of stage. Some people need a rocket to shoot you out onto the audience. But you know, there's tips and tricks for everybody, aren't there?
And they gave them a couple. So they said that basically it started off, they were at Frank's house, they're going through all the girls, and they have to come up to 15. Now we had like 200 girls
per city, right?
200
That's hard.
to 15 people.
That's crazy.
I feel like we're missing episodes because
I didn't want to see all that.
Okay.
I didn't want to see all that. Nope. Just give me the 15. We can move forward from here.
All right.
I like that they had to get into it, but what you notice is Kelly saying, we only got a few weeks. I'm thinking, no, you don't. You have a lot of time to work on these girls. If it wasn't a TV show, because it's a TV show, you only have a few weeks.
Right.
But if it wasn't, you have as much time as you need to get them as polished as you want them to be in order to be presentable. But like 15, for a second, I know exactly what you're saying though. Like there was like this, wait, where did everybody else go? But we're so used to these shows drawing out the suspense of who's gonna get picked.
And I don't need to. It doesn't need to be drawn out. Just give me 15. Next week I want 5.
Oh no!
No,
then that's the problem. We done. We got a job. We ain't gonna be here no more.
Yeah, no.
I'm just saying. I'm looking forward to like the cuts. You know what I'm saying?
You want the album now? What you want?
He's like, next week we better be working on the first single. The video must be done. Damn, Richie.
Well, you know they probably working on that now.
You Frank little nephew. Baby Frank over here.
All right, so Autumn didn't really make it. Sorry, girl. They said you was a cute light skin, but
Maybe she can model.
yeah.
He said she just pretty.
Is that an insult or is that a compliment?
Well, it depends. What is
Well,
your
it's an
internal
insult
goal?
because her internal goal was to be on the group.
Well, maybe her goal was to at least just get some FaceTime and milk it for as long as she
She's probably
could take
signed
it.
with Wilhelmina right
Why
now.
don't you tweet us, honey? You know,
Did you? Where
What
are
you want to
you?
be?
Where you at? Where
I'm
you
in a
at?
modeling group.
We'll put you on AfterBuzz.
We just slay.
Come talk. Come talk
sit with us. Come sit with
on
us.
on the Chasing Destiny after show. You can get some more FaceTime, honey. Over here. Come on.
Okay, we said that we thought it might have been Tampico, but who was the chick with them?
I know, right?
It was. Listen, I'm all about a piercing, but it was just
too
distracting
much.
to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, is that an extra layer of skin?
Yeah, because it was almost like, well, girl, what color is that? Why would you pick that color? Like, pick a
And I'm
silver.
gonna tell you,
like-
after the initial part, like after they showed her in the beginning of the episode, you notice how she didn't get much
We
face.
never saw her. Listen,
Wait,
maybe she just took it out and we didn't
she
recognize
looked
her
like
anymore.
Mark Rubio when he had the little thing on his. Do y'all see that one?
I'm down for self-expression,
I am too.
self-expression, like
Trust
you
me.
said. But I do feel like when it becomes distracting,
It's distracting from the rest of your
goal.
face.
Yeah, against your face or your goals and what you're trying to achieve in life. Then you should kind of just bring it out when you need to. Have a volume on that.
Yeah.
Just when you go to the club.
Maybe an on and off.
As long as it ain't a club appearance, you out there with your friends, ain't on the R dime.
When it's dark.
Right, when it's dark. All right, so Frank and Kelly greet all the girls. And I like that they're not like strict about like, okay, we need 4 girls, we need 3 girls. Like they're cool, they're open to like.
Oh my God, the ambiguity is killing me with this. I want to know, like, what do you want? Do you want 3? Because I'm already trying to figure out who's gonna make it right now. So I need to know. You want 4?
What do you want?
You want 3? I want 5.
You want
That's
like
too
Because
drama.
listen,
You want
hold on.
drama.
Can I tell you
the
why?
Spice Girl.
Can I tell you why? I want 5 just in case one of them, end up going a little crazy. Because I'm sure being in a group is hard.
Well, that's when we
But
hired.
think about the
another
most
one.
powerful, most of the, well, to my knowledge right now, the most powerful female groups are usually 3.
Spice
Some
Girls
about
is
that-
the #1 group of all
They
time.
still
They
are,
murder everybody.
But they were
with
like,
sales.
it was like the circus too.
It
So
was
come
the
on now.
perfect pop culture marketing technique.
It was
with
on
those
a
girls.
wave
Yeah.
too. It was a certain time, but right
Like they
now
ripped every hip hop beat they could and turned it to pop.
you don't need 5 people in a group right now, though.
I don't know, man.
Especially in 2016, where these kids are raised off of like the loves and hip hops, and they just like everything is about like I need to be on top, I need to be #1.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of pressure with 3.
3 or 4. I'm cool.
Well,
with
you
3 or
ain't.
4.
You didn't sign up for this to be under.
Oh wait,
not
Fifth
under
Harmony.
pressure.
Fifth Harmony.
Fifth Harmony, there you go.
Yeah,
Fifth Harmony.
and they work very well together.
Yeah, 5 of them.
They do, but
Like my favorite thing about them, I think I said this last week, is that they're all in it. They're like, look, we're gonna be in this group forever, but we all support our own solo projects.
yes.
I better
they
not
should.
hear. I better not hear y'all talk about that either.
What?
They shouldn't come out when the group comes out. All 3, 4, 5 of them. They shouldn't be talking about, oh, we're gonna go solo one day. Nope, don't nobody want to hear
No,
that.
they not
they're
gonna say
doing
it.
projects like
Fifth
on the
Harmony
side.
said you talking about the Chasing Destiny.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But guess what? At the end of the day, if they say it or if Kelly sees like a piece of that in them, she's gonna yank them out of the mix probably.
Oh, you know, Beyonce, all of them are watching this show right now like, what we gonna do? Frank, we gonna put Alex on this show. She gonna make it to the top 6, and then we gonna pull her out, and we gonna make her own star.
Yeah, they're looking for. I mean, this show is doing a couple things. It's giving them perspectives on a group, and it's also giving them perspectives on individuals. And speaking of individuals, the young lady from LA with the blonde hair, she's really pretty. But Alex, but Kelly said it, and so did Frank. Like, she is not working. She's not in a. She's talented.
I haven't thought about
but
that, though.
she's being lazy, is what they said.
I haven't thought about her. I haven't thought about
And
her.
what's the thought?
A part of me feels like she's already in the group. That's how I feel.
I feel like Kelly and
I
them
didn't think
contacted
that.
her specifically for the show, and she went in this like,
But guess what? I mean, that doesn't. To us as viewers, you're right. That's a great point because I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I feel like as a viewer watching the
working
show
hard.
with that, it just looks like she's being lazy. Like, baby, you might be Beyonce Junior, but that doesn't mean. I was about to say I have to give a little something on the end, but that doesn't mean you need to show us that you are her. And I just feel like she probably tired, honey.
She's been in 3 groups.
She's been in 3 different groups. She's been in the game for a while. She's a veteran compared to the other ladies, and she's very pretty. She can sing. She's talented. All that good stuff. but there's some women in on this show of the 15
Sharks.
that are fighting for their life. Okay, my boo Kayla from Chicago, we don't know if she running from the police or ex-boyfriend or hell her parole officer. We don't know what's going on.
She real nervous.
I love Kayla.
I think she's gonna pop off at some. I think she's gonna pop off at some point.
I feel like
Kayla is fine. Kayla's fine, but she just got some issues going on. Y'all so mean.
I feel like you know her. I feel like you know
I don't know
Kayla.
her.
She knows her spiritly through Chicago.
I know her spirit, and I understand her struggle. And it's like back when I first met and interviewed Kanye for the first time, there's like this chip and aggression on your shoulders to a certain extent that you feel like you've worked really hard. She's super talented.
But
Kayla
I don't know if that's
gift.
gonna work in that group though.
Kayla has a gift.
I can picture Kayla popping
you're
off on
right.
Alex like, bitch, don't come at me. I'm out here dancing. I'm out here
Exactly.
singing. And you out here.
No, but in real talk, like it might not be Kayla, but it might be Frank. Okay, Frank is gonna check.
Someone gonna check Alex because I'm looking at Alex like,
See, my thing is, I think Alex is just kind of playing the background right now because she kind of already knows she's in. That's my
But the thing
think
is,
that's not fair.
You
That's
pretending
not
to be
fair.
Beyonce with the whole like, wouldn't she just be standing there? You know how Beyonce, if you watch it like the Knicks game, she just be like, Alex
Look,
be
knowing
looking
that.
like that. But the thing is if Beyonce was in this situation, Beyonce would
Will
be like,
sweat bullets. Yes.
Listen, like,
Yes.
Beyonce would be up
In the
that.
beginning, remember Beyonce was showing her amazingness,
Stepping in front of everyone.
at every opportunity that she got, and I feel like if Alex, baby girl, you are bad to the bone. Let's give you good credit.
Richie
But
did something really sneaky. Well, it was smart, not sneaky. But he was like, let's go look at the girls' Instagram pages.
I did.
I don't want to look. I thought about
No,
that.
but they can't say that
They
they're in
can't
it.
say anything, but
But
you
you
know,
see who
I'm
got
looking
that
for
money,
clues.
them photo
I'm
shoots.
looking for clues.
So what
like,
you see? What you see? What you
Tell
see?
her about Alex.
Okay, so she did change her hair color. Now I don't know what that means, but you know,
what?
sometimes it's like darker now.
Remember when, like, Beyonce
She looks, I
from
mean, she
No,
looks
No,
really,
No.
really good though. It looks
Honey
good.
blonde, honey blonde.
So she went a little darker.
It's a
Now
little
listen, it
darker.
could have just been, you know, a phase, but I'm just saying, like, I'm watching.
We watching you, boo.
Watch.
But I mean, I think first of all, props to all the ladies, props to
Right.
Frank and Kelly, because I think all the women are beautiful, all of them are talented in their own way, you know. And I think what the show is doing is definitely giving them exposure, whether they make it or not. Who
Yep.
knows? But I think for all of them, this is just a stop in their journey to success. I feel like they're all talented enough to either be solo artists in a group, sing background, do whatever they're trying to do.
Everyone's going to get a job after this.
Everybody. And I think that's the beauty of the whole show.
So they said that they're going to work from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. In the morning, which that's studio practicing, hobby hours, y'all. When
Those
you
are my
got to
life.
work your real job during the day and then you got to sacrifice your life at night. Welcome
That's my
to
life
Hollywood.
schedule.
Right.
Yeah, like that's normal.
You
when they
get 2
say,
hours of sleep. You lucky, y'all. Y'all get 4.
When I heard them say that, I was actually like, someone finally lives off of my schedule too. Like, it's common sense that that's how you work in the business. I would hate for them
There's
to
no
have said,
sleep
we're
time.
waking up at 5. Like, what are you doing at 5? Everybody that work in the business is not awake doing nothing at 5.
Just going to sleep.
We're actually leaving the studio at 5 o'clock, or leaving the venue, or whatever we're doing. You know, so those I was happy about those hours.
I was happy about it too, because now I'm getting to see some burnout. We're gonna see who burns out
But
first.
why would you burn out? That's not that like that.
Because
that
a lot of
shit
these
is
girls
better.
aren't used to that though.
But I'm gonna tell you what's better. What's better for everybody that's listening and watching this.
What is it?
Let me tell you what's amazing about 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. is that you are not as distracted as you are during regular hours during the day. During the day, you get phone calls, emails. You feel like there's your TV show is on. You feel like there's a million things that are going
good
on during the
creative
day
space.
and then you feel like you're working within the 9 to 5 window where you have to accomplish things. Like we live in California, so I'm working on a New York time schedule. So all those things are going on during regular, quote unquote, normal hours, business hours, 9 to 5. Whereas when you work 10 p.m. to 4 a.m., you have no distractions. You can focus a lot better.
I think this is one of the first shows that we actually see that happen. Like they actually say that in the show, and
First time
this
they
is
said
why.
it.
Yeah,
Not
you know what I
we
mean.
see it because they've been doing.
Well, you know, it's the first time it's actually been explained. I feel like in a really good way that the audience can understand.
Yeah, that's true.
I also like them showing like the girls sitting up in the room where they're talking about like waiting on the emails and stuff like that. It's just cute to like be in their mind and see where they were at and what they were feeling about that. It was like a nice little cool Kumbaya
And those are the
moment.
things that make us fall in love with each one of the girls individually.
Sitting
Outside
in
of
that
their
Buffalo
voices.
Wild Wings, I've seen you, girl.
Okay.
All right, so Frank, he's with the girls, had all the girls in all black for their first rehearsal. We meet Jaquel Knight and Chris Grant, who are two choreographers that came up under Frank, and now they choreograph for Beyonce. That's where we got the Don't Ask Stupid Questions. Kelly wasn't here for that, and we get them dancing to Good Kisser. And Kayla, girl, love you.
Kayla, I am your girl. I am here for you, honey. It was kind of hard to watch, and I'm sure if
She got better at the end.
She did, and I think that was great and very graceful of Kelly and how she pulled her to the side. Yeah, like I learned this lesson a long time ago. I ain't gonna tell y'all the long story, but I learned this lesson when you're dealing with people who have any sort of a in person or in front of the camera presence or just a strong personality. If you want to say something to them that you feel may be a little sensitive, always pull them to the side, man or woman, because you don't want them to feel like you're trying to play them in front of other people or you're trying to make yourself look good. You just really want to have a genuine conversation with them. So I thought it was really nice how Kelly pulled her aside, and it's not what you say a lot of times, it's how you say it.
Tone.
Yes, and Kelly was very graceful with her. She was stern, but she was very graceful in how she, talked to her.
I don't get the sense that Kelly is trying to make good TV necessarily. I feel like she's really being true to who she is with that. You know what I mean? I feel like some shows, they would have called her out right then and there. She would have been crying in the corner somewhere. You know
Girl,
what I'm saying?
come step up here in the middle. Lorianne would have been like,
Let me
step
show
up in the
you
middle, girl.
how to
We
do
gonna
this.
want
Let me show
Love
you.
muffin.
You got hips, girl. Yeah, it would have been out of control. But that's
You gotta
a great.
do like this.
That's a great. That's a very great point.
All right, so after that we well, I didn't understand this quote that she made. She said, "I just learned my left from my right." Like, was that like actual? Like, you literally just learned that? Because if so, okay.
Kayla, I love you, honey.
Listen.
I'm trying to help you over here. But I was holding on for clarification.
Or was she saying like, I just learned that it was right left? Like I thought it was left right, but I just
I
learned.
feel like she said, I just learned my left from my
No,
right.
I know, yeah.
And so when she said that, my mouth dropped to the floor. Because I would have preferred her to say, not really, but I just would have, I just feel like that's so basic. Like, when do we learn that?
And the producer,
Girl, you're like 30-something years old.
like, yes, we have to use that. No, but I do not believe, Kayla, that you just learned your left from your right. Honey,
that's
I'm
what
here
she
for
said.
you. I don't believe that you did.
that's
I
not dyslexic,
believe that
that's
what
what
she was
back
saying was the dance move, and that it was right. Because remember, I'm gonna say no. And let me defend Kayla for
You
a
talking
second.
stage left, stage right?
No, I'm not, because that's
Kayla
not
gonna
what
do
she
something
meant.
next week, and Hayden gonna be like, "Fuck that." Bitch.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I love you, and I'm here for you. I want you to win. The reason why I'm saying that she was talking about the dance routine was because remember when she immediately after that they were both back on the dance floor, and Kelly was like, "Use your right in front of your left." That's why she wasn't just learning her left from her right, but the way the producers put it in the show, the way they edited in the show had you looking real.
But listen,
Mind you, it's called 2 left feet.
But they didn't cut that together. She said it. She said, "I just learned my left from my right." So
No, it was.
as a
If
viewer,
you watch it, it was spliced up.
right.
Though.
But as a viewer, it was very difficult to tell and
The
ascertain what it
producers
meant.
set you up.
They
honey.
did that. They dragged her.
They did not want you to sing like you knew your left from your right, honey. And I'm here for you.
So what they call Khaled?
I used to produce, and I know for a fact that you were referring to the actual position of
Kayla, can you
the
call
dance.
us and let us know?
No, we know she was right.
I
Kayla,
loved
you
what
did.
Kelly said to her. She said, "You have to allow yourself to be free, and in that moment, you have to be selfish and prove why you're really here." And it is that. It's a lot of times people think when you're working in a group, like, okay, like I have to like be along with everybody else. It's no, they picked you for the group because
Be
they want you to be slaying in your lane,
Yes.
and the other one should be slaying in their lane as well.
I will say this though, as much as we kind of have given her grief, or at least me, I do think that she can sing.
Sang, honey.
And I think that this creates a great arc for her. You know what I'm saying? It tells a story of where she has come from to where she may hopefully shine.
I think she's gonna make the group, to be honest, and honestly, just solely based off her name.
But Frank,
Kayla B.
No, it's not off her name. She's super, like, she's literally one of the best singers.
Yeah.
Her and Song, baby bye. And then they put my two girls.
And
Those are my two
Cheyenne
favorites.
girl.
They put my two favorites together, Kayla and Song.
Oh yeah,
I
song.
love them
And
too.
they had the best group, actually.
Yes, they did.
They sounded
Exactly.
amazing.
Of course they did, because they are the
I
best.
did
Those
feel
are my
like
two
they
favorites.
needed one more person in that group.
All right, let's talk about it. So the first group went up, and the wheels on the bus go to the left, to the left. It was, it had ups, downs, highs, lows, flats.
Why did they put that together?
But Cheyenne, the Cheyenne who was sitting second to the right with the good weave, she sang.
Yeah,
She
no.
killed that. She was the only one that
Yeah.
stood out. I mean, I remember the other girls, but Cheyenne stood out on
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, I felt like their first time was better than their second one. The second group was the one with Alex in it,
A
and
mess.
Kelly.
I mean, but I feel like Alex be like, oh my god, what do y'all got me doing with these girls?
Yeah. Well, bitch, sang, be the star.
Yep. And
so
they
that way
could've put her
Kelly be
with
like,
group
oh, we're
number
gonna.
one.
Yep.
How you doing?
She said, "Oh, the pro is that they made it their own. The con is it didn't sound good."
Treated.
Then we got the third group that you thought was the Braxton sisters on crack came in.
They put the two. My notes.
I was like, I couldn't. What are y'all singing?
My notes.
Like she thought about it. In the middle of an audition, you gonna sit and think, should I go low? You knew you weren't supposed to go that.
It was way off.
I think that's how she practiced.
My notes say they put the two earthy girls, Gabby and Ash, together, and it was weird. I'm sorry.
Earthy girls.
I'm
Gabby
sorry.
and- Gabby
I
and
prefer
Ashley.
Ash. I prefer her look over Gabby's for some reason. I don't know
Well,
why.
I think they're both equally different. I mean, I'm not saying one is better than the other. I thought that whole group
Yeah, I
together
mean,
was a bad idea.
they all sounded
Too much
kind
weirdiness.
of.
But you know what? What I feel like Frank, when he did that on purpose, right?
To see who would shine out of that.
No, he was like,
'Cause you can't
y'all
have- you
weird.
can't have a
y'all-
bunch of
let's-
earthy
I'm gonna let
girls
y'all be
all in the
weird.
same
No,
group.
but you know what? I'm gonna tell you what would have been
Captain
good. Like
Planet.
think about like Floetry. Like Floetry, they're not like traditional like beauty queen singers.
This group
they're
ain't gonna
very
be no
eclectic.
Floetry.
No, they're far from. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like he did that on purpose. If you guys are eclectic, I'm gonna say eclectic. I hate to call y'all weird, but eclectic. Those are my notes. I was reading my notes. That
We got right
Stay
fast.
true to your notes, girl.
No, we gotta write fast. You know what I mean?
I feel like what he was trying to see was where was the beauty in their specialness and eclecticness, and can they work? Will it amplify them together and individually? If they can they do something, make some magic together?
You
That's what he was trying to
reworded
do.
Yeah,
that
you
in
giving
such a sexy way. I love
I'm
it.
just saying, Frank was trying to see what it do. He
you
was
guys
trying to see what it do.
Also think that the way that they broke these groups up, it's almost like they grouped them together to pick almost one from each one, because I look at Frank,
I thought that
he
too.
keeps comparing it to the Spice Girls and being like, you need one of each
Exactly,
thing. So I can't see it being a group of earthy girls. So I feel like he
Trying to
put them
eliminate.
together and be like, who gonna be the earth girl for the group?
Yeah.
Who gonna be the light skin? Who gonna be, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Wait, so I think we got a
wonder.
group. It's four of them now. It's
I
gonna
do
be
think
four.
it's gonna be
It's four different groups. We figured it out, Frank. It's
I
gonna be
feel like it's
four
gonna be
women
four.
in the group.
Thanks, Frank.
Thanks for that. You
Speaking
got
of the
that.
fourth one, it was Song, Kayla, and who was the other one? It was three
Song,
of them.
Kayla, and I don't know, but I
The Berkeley girl was that
Oh
one?
yeah.
And they did Killing Me Softly.
Yes, killed it. Yes,
They murdered
yes.
that. That was awesome.
Day 2, we went in and the girls are all practicing. Jump on it, y'all. Like, I get where you were trying to go with it.
I don't.
You're not David Guetta. You're not like a mashup king.
I didn't get that at all.
You're not Cher Lloyd from.
Not one bit. Make no sense.
I mean, like, I felt like they wanted to be fun with it, but then it was just like it went to like
It was random.
Wheels on the bus. I'm just like, why are we singing Wheels on the Bus?
No.
Well, maybe that was the only song they all knew.
Really?
Well then,
Well, not that they all knew, but a song that was simple. I think it's simplicity.
but they didn't even harmonize it right.
they
Like,
did. It was just.
you ever did the thing when you were younger where it'd be like, okay, I'm gonna start the Wheels on the Bus. When I say bus, you're gonna say the Wheels on the
It's
Bus.
a round. That was.
I remember that. Yeah,
Like, I felt like that's what they was trying to do right
that used to be fun. I remember
there. Right?
We're gonna do that when we go off air, y'all. We're gonna harmonize.
If it's good enough, we'll
Go to our
Snapchat.
Snapchats. We're gonna harmonize on our Snapchats.
So they tell that they should probably sleep 4 hours before they come into practice. Good idea. And then Beyonce's dancers walked in Like they sashayed it
and stole the show.
I mean, they should have been the group.
But they were all so elegant, beautiful, and graceful. Like all of them that came in, none of them were trying to be like, I work for Beyonce. But Frank spoke on their behalf, and he represented them very well, and they showed and improved, man. They were fierce.
But this funny thing about Frank is that if you talk to him in person, he's just like that about everything. Just really, really positive and just like, just a good spirit.
Pow pow.
I've heard that.
Straight shooter too, though.
Yeah, got to be. That's how he got where he is.
Yeah.
All right. So in the background, though, Kelly's watching them dance, and she said, "I wish Alex would work. She's not using her experience." And when you got like the boss saying that about you, girl, but again.
I feel like they just downplaying her for the camera. I feel like she already in the group, and they building a group around her. That's what I feel.
That's a very interesting perspective, because I'm gonna say two things. I'm going back, and I've actually never met Alex. I feel like I've seen her before, but I've never met her in person. Is when she was doing her audition, she didn't kill her audition.
But she still did.
She had the style. She had like this look.
But again, this business a lot of time is based on who you know. And so Kelly knew Alex in the gate. And then I'm gonna tell you, if Kelly didn't know Alex, remember when she sang in her audition first episode, and she was like, "You can do better than that. That's not you. Do it." And she did it again. Most people would have been like, "Bye-bye, honey.
Yep.
Next."
If you go and watch Alex, she got videos and stuff out there. She is, to me, she has star quality. So
You see it.
I'm not saying she doesn't have star quality. I think she's very talented. I said she's beautiful. She can sing and all that stuff.
But as a viewer, I get what you're saying.
It's making her look real lazy and like arrogant to a point where I don't really care. I don't want it bad enough when the other girls are fighting for their life.
So at that point, Kayla started getting better dancing wise, and the dancer said that her favorites were Ashley, which was interesting, Ambria, and Song. She was like, and Song was getting it.
She looked
working. Like me. She got big boobs, and she was just carrying it well, honey. Yes, Song, work that.
So then we get the groups again. The Ash's group, they did Estelle. Look better.
But wait, we didn't talk about Kelly's two favorites. Kelly said that Brianna and Maya, the Nubian princess, aka. Remember when they were dancing?
Is that the one with the piercing in
yes,
from Berkeley School?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, okay, here's the thing though with her. I feel like what Kelly was saying, she's very like structured, and when they were singing, it was almost like she was singing correctly and the other girls weren't, and I feel like she was the only one that was showing that, and I felt like she could have brought herself to make it sound like, because she's a musician at heart. She could have really rounded that whole sound on. It was her voice that was irking me,
and I for some reason just don't know how she's gonna work in a group. Like just given her perspective and how she kind of comes across on camera. Not to say that she isn't like a good girl and a great singer, but I just think she might do better by herself.
Like she said, Lauryn Hill type.
Well, unfortunately, I feel like what it comes down to with her is her confidence. She's been in a very structured environment, or I guess training is what she's went through at this point. And she hasn't like sang on the block or, like been, I think probably the closest to her casual singing was probably her in the room with the girls. Like, are you just kicking it with your friends singing? And she might just want to, I think being around the other women is going to relax her a little bit.
Open her up some more.
Yeah, but she could share, like you were saying, she could share some of those very fundamental structured things that she's learned because she's more trained with the other women and make everybody better.
The fact that they only had 15 minutes to put these together, that's impressive. The girls, they sang "Killing Me Softly." I just wrote yes next to all that.
Pretty much
everything. Alex's group, they sang "Butterflies." Better than what they did the first time, but
I still feel like she was like, what
she was in the corner.
What's
Come on, Alex,
there?
we want to see you win. Come on, honey.
And then we got Ambria's group, where they did the wheels on the bus.
I don't want to see that ever again.
Y'all gonna be on the bus
for Kid Bop, all right? At least y'all could get a record deal with Kid Bop after this.
But can we mention how they kind of slid in there when they were standing on the side talking? They were talking about their favorites and all that stuff. How they mentioned the Guy Like group.
I caught that. I
right?
really,
Did you
really
catch
did.
that?
I did catch that.
Giving a little bit of escape.
Yes.
Realness, because they
so
have
what
the
do you think
tomboy
about
sweat.
that?
I'm into it because I've always said I feel like style-wise that's starting to come back. People are back into the '90s look with the denim, the baggy denim and stuff. So TLC was popping with it. Escape was popping with it.
Yeah.
So I would totally be down to see a girl group come out like that. Where my girls at? Stay low. I would be so into that, but I don't know. I mean, but
I just need them to be sexy with it. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's Destiny's Child, I do want
I want a little bit of that.
But
you know what I mean?
They didn't. Kelly hasn't said that she wants to make another Destiny's Child,
Yeah, true.
right?
Yeah.
So I thought that conversation was
I'm
interesting when her and Frank
too.
were talking that on that side.
I heard
We're like,
that.
wait a minute, what y'all trying to do?
So then that had me rethinking who they might choose.
Right, exactly.
like if they really get some girls up in here, some tomboy girls who just I'm here for it. I would be here for it because I feel like the performance. And here's why. But first of all, I'm surprised that I would hope. When does Beyonce's tour start?
I'm not sure.
Because I feel
Very
like by
soon.
this
This
last,
month. This month.
Because I was like, are we gonna see the group on tour? Because
No, I doubt
Beyonce
that.
just picked 3 artists of her own that are going to be under her label that she's catering to,
Yeah.
and they're going
Yeah.
to open for her, and they're very different. That I would have thought Beyonce would have picked. So I'm questioning if we're actually going to get that pretty fierce girl group.
I think what ultimately Frank is going to do, because remember at the beginning of this episode, Frank initially shut it down when he was like, I know you are going on emotion. He's telling Kelly, I know you got this emotional thing going on, but this is show business and you need to look good. Frank, I mean,
And
he
they
said
need to
it.
be young.
And he said that. I said that about the first episode because he knows the truth. I mean, it's the business. It's a show business, and people are unfortunately again more susceptible, more kinder. They take more better or well to people who are more attractive. It's unfortunate, and not taking away talent from any of you women and beautiful women on the show. I think everyone's gorgeous, literally, and that you can sing. I think that's unfortunate about this business as a whole.
I feel like Kelly's gonna fight for that, though. I feel like
she's gonna fight for her earthy people or her kind of like
her misfits.
You know,
That's what I like to call
she's
them,
gonna fight for
misfits.
that. But I think Frank is like, yeah, we're gonna get some special beauties, but we're also gonna get the traditional what
Yeah. You got to get what sells.
Yeah, what mainstream is looking for. So this will probably be an interesting
give me a total.
mix. Yeah,
Please, like, just give me a total escape.
You know what?
Vibe
I'm
right
kind
there.
of
With
like
that.
the total, less the escape,
Oh
but the
my
more
God,
the
yes.
total.
More total all
yeah.
day.
You know what I mean?
Escape can sing.
Yes,
Okay.
but total. The thing about total was attractive across. Like they were.
Like they could
fine.
dress
And they had
like
different-
sexy, or they could dress with the jeans.
Yeah.
They had a whole. Everybody had a little bit of a different style to them. You know what I mean? So it worked, but it was still cohesive.
We need a total. All right, so then my favorite thing was when they were like doing. I wish they would have kind of went bigger with it. My name is, and I'm chasing destiny. They did like that little like sound thing, but the low tones with some of y'all girls, like. I don't know what you're trying to go for. Maybe that's like a safety. I'm not a singer, so I don't know if like that's like a safety region to like go there or a comfortable place. But I would think like if you're going in front of people to perform, you would use your regular tone that you're used to because you want them to hear that versus, I don't know. It was just, the low tones were really freaking me out because even with, what's her name? The Patty or Peggy or, what was her name? Damn it, Gabby. Even with Gabby, last week we heard her sing, we all loved her, and then this week...
But it goes back to Frank's point. Remember you just said it earlier. They need to get rest, right?
Okay.
They need to get rest. They're not getting any sleep. And I heard someone when they were on the bus and they talked about the whole like 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. schedule. Somebody was like, ooh, I'm already tired. Well, if you haven't been living this life, and that's the thing, this is where Alex is going to win.
She's used
Alex's
to that,
body
probably.
has been conditioned to deal with this life. Alex probably don't sleep ever, okay? She probably survives off of power naps. So she's in there.
Herbalife.
No, and no, she don't need no Red Bull, nothing. Like Alex is like, honey, I'm awake all day. So, you know,
On that slim detox
the women who are just talented and beautiful and just got thrown into this situation, and this is like a miracle that's happened in their life, a very special time for them. They're being conditioned under the lights and
Hard
they're
work
in the den.
beats talent in this industry. If
It
you
does.
do
Yeah.
it, people fall off because they just get tired and they get whatever. But the
Sleepy.
that
If you can keep going,
what did I
Yeah.
say? Can you keep up?
pretty much.
All right, so then all 15 girls are singing together, and Kelly and Frank go outside, and they was just clocking the heck out of Alex. It was just like, I'm looking at this line.
Alex, we're all rooting for you. We just need you to look like you working.
But that's why I feel like little
That's
bit
what-
production.
exactly,
Like
I'm
next
like-
week, Alex gonna be a whole new person.
But and I feel like they might be setting her up for that production wise too. We never know, because there's always some type of producer. Like I feel like there's a little bit of like push for something.
There's gonna be a twist, and you know what might happen? She might not step up to the plate until the new one, like the random. Oh, we got some more people. Whenever, because they're gonna throw some more people in the mix. We don't know what's gonna happen. Gotta stay
like that.
tuned in. We're excited to see what's gonna happen with that. But I don't think Alex is gonna step up to the plate until somebody new shows up.
Makes her step up to the plate.
Like she
Yeah.
doesn't look at these girls. Honestly, and here's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't see the group. I don't see it.
I don't see it yet
I can see
either.
girls that are potential, but I don't see. I couldn't pull a whole group from that and like be like, okay, this is marketable. This sounds good.
Yeah.
And we could really do. I can see some MySpace groups.
I'm gonna give y'all my group, and y'all gonna tune in and watch this. I'm gonna give y'all my group. You
Okay.
know it's Kayla all the way.
I already knew that.
Okay. Song.
Okay.
And one of Kelly's favorites, which was Brianna. Because Brianna was in the
Which
first
one is
group.
Brianna? Is she the one that looks
She's
like
the one that
I
sang
said
the
Jasmine?
entire Rihanna song.
Oh yeah, that bitch gonna make the group.
That's my group. Those are my three. Those are the three that I'm feeling up to this point. And I feel like they gonna throw one light-skinned girl in there.
Gotta balance it all
They're
out.
gonna need the
No, it ain't
Beyonce.
balanced, but
Look-wise.
they just will. They gonna.
So you don't think Alex will fully make it all the way?
Alex might be the light skin by default. I hate to say that.
I feel like this
I
is
like
just
her,
a
though.
platform for Alex to get her name out there, and I feel like she's gonna end up doing her own thing under like Kelly's label
you
or
know what?
something like that.
I feel like Alex is a great solo artist.
She is.
No, she is. No,
like
she's great
from
solo.
what we've
She's a
already
great
seen.
So she's doing
She
solo
might just-
stuff right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, at least before all of
the
this,
show.
I know.
Before the show. But I feel like Alex, honestly, I feel like she just been in the game so long. She needs to just tell her story and win and
Yeah.
just sing her heart out. Like, she reminds me of like Tidra Moses.
She
know
also
what I'm
looks
saying?
sad. Like not sad, but she just looked like she always in this deep thought.
Yeah,
all the
it's
time.
almost
girl,
kinda
what's wrong?
like-
Like
Talk outside.
Tidra Moses, Tidra
gonna say like
Moses is one of
Beyonce.
the most slept on. If y'all do
No,
not know,
yeah.
for the listeners and the viewers,
Oh, no, I love
About
her.
that back
if you guys don't know about Tidra Moses, please Google her. But Alex reminds me of her because she's a beauty. She can sing. She's got like a float to her body and her spirit. And I feel like Alex will be better off as a solo artist. I don't think she needs a
You from the
group.
East Coast? Because not a lot of people do know who T.J. Moses is.
People think I'm from the East Coast, but I'm from Chicago.
I don't know. You feel real East Coast to me.
Yeah, people think, but Tidra Moses, I'm a lover of music and I love the underdog. And Tidra Moses to me is one of the most slept on, beautiful voices that I listen to.
I agree with
Complex
that.
simplicity.
Yes.
All right, so as they're singing, whatever, they're talking about Alex, but then Miss Cheyenne, because they were saying, what, giving him something he can feel, right?
You know what is so funny? I had almost forgotten about her up until that point again. Like she just came out of nowhere with that. Like
She was like, oh, all 15 of these
what you
bitches?
doing?
Like, what? They literally went inside like, wait, who just did that?
Yeah.
That was...
So
all
last
right,
week,
Cheyenne.
I remember saying I really wasn't feeling her that much. I'm feeling her this week.
And it's interesting that you are with the whole Ash. Like, you're just in it now.
I don't know what it is. I just see something there. I can see her in a group. I can see that. Because I feel like in some groups, you need supporting players. Everybody can't be the star of the group.
No. We might get more than one group out of this show, though.
To me, TLC were all-stars.
What if the ones that don't make it go off and make their own group?
That would be crazy.
That would be very
They
X
should
Factor,
totally do it.
Fifth
But you know
Harmony.
what might I bet you they got something in the contract. Kelly done meant to say, like, if y'all meet each other at this show, that y'all can't go off. And if you do go off and try to create something,
It's got to be a certain period of time.
you know, she
Or she gonna get some
Finder's
coins.
You know, absolutely, Kelly should pull a Kris Jenner on them and make them pay if they decide to go off and do something outside of it. But not for life. But I'm just saying, like,
Because I can totally see these girls are working together. They're building. They're growing, and imagine, okay, we don't make it. Well, girl, you down to do this?
Yeah.
Let's get on the street, girl. 42nd.
You know what?
And Broadway. All right, let's head into predictions. So the thing about this.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV prediction.
I feel like you hit it right on the nail where you said, I think these girls are tired because next week we see some tears. And I think some girls are going to really break down.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for the tears. I've been waiting for it.
I can't stand on these heels another 12 hours.
Because that's where you see who's really going to be able to like handle that type of pressure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I need to see it.
I mean, they really didn't show us too much. So, like, I feel like next week we're getting cuts. How many people
They
do you
have
think
to cut people.
are
There
going
ain't
to
even
cut?
that many
Well,
episodes
yeah,
of the
8
show.
episodes.
They
So,
gotta cut
how
somebody.
many people do you think are getting cut next week? And who would you say one person that's definitely getting cut?
I feel like they definitely cutting the Ambria girl because they was talking about her the entire episode, about her her tone and all of that. She gone.
I feel like they're gonna bring Alex up, like you know how a top model, they're like, I have one last picture in my hand. Alex, it goes to you. Now, before I give this to you.
I hate it when she used to do that.
That's why I think Kelly got on board with that.
Yeah, I'm not sure who they're gonna cut. All I know is who's shining right now. To me, who's shining stands out. Everybody else is fading to the black anyway, so I don't even know their names.
So like 7 of y'all might go, and they may bring the 7 new girls in.
I hope they don't do that. They need to make it okay. If we have 15 right now, then that means they could probably get rid of 5
And bring in 5 more.
and bring in like 3 more. I'm not bringing 5 more. Golly,
It just reminds me of this is so random and so different, but The Game had a dating show, and like halfway through they were like, oh, cut these bitches, let's bring a whole new flock in. And it was just like, for reality TV, it was great because
But
it was
you know,
like,
I love that. I love those little twists. Like everybody that you were rooting for, gone.
because like you said,
No,
the
don't
group
do that.
might
It's real
already be
Walking
made,
Dead.
and they're just putting all these
if they
girls
don't get
in
rid of,
here.
if they better not. What I know for next episode,
You know
what
they are
better
not getting rid of
do,
Kayla.
They not getting rid of Kayla.
No.
She's good drama and she's great. She's a great singer. And Song and Brianna. Those are the 3 that are gonna last.
I don't see
to
them,
the
yeah,
end.
getting
Those are my 3.
I don't see them getting cut either.
Boom. Well, let us know what you guys think. Subscribe to us on iTunes. Type in Chasing Destiny, AfterBuzz TV, greatest 5 stars. The rest don't work. Leave us an amazing comment. Also in the YouTube down below, let us know who you think's going to get cut, who you think the best girl group would be for the show. You guys can keep in contact with me at DJ Jesse J.
Niena at Niena Drake on Twitter, Snapchat, Periscope, all that good stuff. And NienaDrake.com is my website.
At DJ Richie Scott across all platforms.
Boom. Till next week, same time, same place, and we'll have a special guest. Peace.
Boom.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.